Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh from Studio West. It is official. Congressman Jim Banks wants to be Senator Jim Banks, and he declared for Senate this morning. His website is Banks for Senate, Banks, F-O-R, Senate.com. Good morning, Congressman. Welcome. Congratulations. Tell us why you're doing this.
Well, thank you, Hugh. Good morning to you. This was not an easy decision for Amanda and I. As you know, we come from a great congressional district, Northeast Indiana. Some might call it a safe district. When Mike Braun announced he was running for governor, it opened up our Senate seat. And I just feel like we need a new generation of conservative leaders in the Senate to focus on the threats that we face, the China threat, the national security threats of our time. Most importantly, I've been a leader on the Armed Services Committee in the House the past 6 years, and want to go to the Senate and serve with a strong national security conservatives like Tom Cotton and others to focus on those threats. The national debt, $32 trillion. I have three daughters, 13, 11, and 9, and I'm concerned about what that debt is going to mean to their generation and their ability to pursue the American dream, just like I've been able to in my life. I grew up in a trailer park. My dad was a factory worker. He made axles all of his life. My mom was a nurse or a cook in a nursing home. And I've just had incredible opportunities myself. And I want my daughters and the next generation to pursue that same opportunity. But we know that American dream is under a threat more than ever before. And then the wokeness and the cultural issues of our time, from girls' sports and boys playing in girls' sports to anti-Americanism being advanced in our schools and pushed on our troops. We need to raise up a patriotic generation and the next generation of Americans, not teach them that America is anything but the greatest country in the history of the world. So that's why we came to this tough decision. I want to go to the Senate as a part of the next generation of conservative leadership, shake it up, and be there for long enough to make a difference. That's why I announced I'm running for the Senate today.
I did not know, but Tom Cotton preceded you, and he told me he's already endorsed you, and so people can join and do endorsing Jim Banks at Banks for Senate, F-O-R, for Senate.com. But he also stressed the importance of early donations, small dollar donors. Are you encouraged by the early response to your candidacy?
I really am. It's humbling to kick off a campaign of this magnitude and to go out and visit 92 counties all over my great state and make my case. As you know, it takes money, it takes volunteers. We launched the website this morning. We filed the paperwork this morning, but we have to do a petition drive to get my name on the ballot. And that's going to take resources, people, and friends, supporters, and financial support. So we launched the website, banksforsenate.com. You can go there. $5, $10, $25 donations, Hugh, as you know, they add up. They make a big difference, and we need all the help we can get. I'm the first one in the race, but I know it's going to be competitive. I know it could be a crowded primary, and it'll be the primary is next May, so we have a long ways to go. So your financial support means a lot.
I'm not sure it will be crowded, Jim Banks. I know some people are urging former governor, a good man, Mitch Daniels, to run, but he's 73 years old. And, it takes two terms to actually get anywhere in the Senate. Other members of your delegation are too young and too controversial and they're not conservative. You are a center-right, solid defense conservative. I think you'd want armed services like like Dan Coates. He's not the late Dan Coates. Like Dan Coates did when he was in the Senate. It would be good for Indiana. I'm not sure you'll draw a primary opponent, Congressman.
Well, I hope not, Hugh. I mean, I believe that Indiana, being the conservative state that it is looking for the type of leadership that I provided in the House. So if we can clear the field, all the better. But I'm not taking it for granted. I'm going to work harder than anybody making my case around the state. This is a great state. We've had great leaders come from this state. You mentioned Dan Coates, who served in the House in my district before he became senator. Dan Quayle served my district in the House before he became a senator. Mike Pence, truly a great man of integrity, a great conservative. We've had a number of great conservative leaders from our state. I want to be the next generation of that leadership, and am excited about launching the campaign today.
So, congratulations on this. And I know you're probably going to have a lot of media across Indiana today. But my last point for people to know, you ran the RSC. Why does that matter to conservatives, Jim Banks?
Well, the Republican Study Committee is the largest conservative caucus, about two-thirds of Republicans in the House. And I took a unique approach when I took it over a couple of years ago, and just really felt like Republicans needed to figure out who we are, what do we stand for, what is our agenda. I believe we're a stronger party when we marry the conservative three-legged stool of the party of Ronald Reagan with some of the populist, the best parts of the Trump agenda, like holding China accountable, like a focus on securing our border. Those are issues that matter to Hoosiers and Republican Study Committee. We took a larger approach in articulating that agenda for our party, and I think we did it very successfully and gave voice to where Republican Party voters are today, and advancing an agenda that's going to win us back the White House in 2024, win back the Senate majority, and grow the House majority too. And when we do, then we have an opportunity to restore America.
BanksForSenate.com, BANKSFOR Senate.com. Congratulations, Jim Banks. Best wishes to Amanda as well, getting back into the fray, into the three girls. Thank you for serving the country, both in uniform in the Navy and as a congressman. Jim Banks running for Senate. I'm Hugh Hewitt. I'll be back tomorrow on the next Hugh Hewitt Show.